love the action, the emotion that you captured with it. I really love the color theory in this thing. It really helps with the contrast. It really helps with the texture. The most dynamic part is the eye and that jaw just hanging open and just going haywire.
The rotting texture of the flesh, the really rotting texture in the mouth that you pull in the front, that whole Swiss cheese, webby, cool effect. I love all that stuff. What I like about this, man, is it just looks like a sticker, without a doubt. I think that your tattoo has a lot of punch.
For this elimination tattoo, each of the ink masters will pick a style.
Oh.
You must tattoo in one of the styles called by the ink masters. While you tattoo your canvas, the ink masters will also tattoo at the same time.
Oh, head to head.
Whoa. In critique, your tattoo will be directly compared to the ink master's tattoo in the same style. No pressure. Steve, what style do you pick?
We had some fun, so black and gray, surrealism, freehand.
Wow.
What?
Freehand surrealism.
Tattooing with no stencils is hard. Unless you're doing some crazy shit that doesn't really have to be anatomical, I ain't gonna pick it.
Let's see what we got. Let's have some fun.
Skulls and demons and shit.
That's it.
That's it, man.
I tattoo fast, so.
Oh, really? Do you? I tattoo pretty fast as well.
Super fast.
You like skulls and stuff?
A little bit.
I also like skulls and stuff. I'm definitely coming after you today.
I didn't even know anybody would pick it.
I like freehanding, man, so doing it against you, it makes it even more fun for
Let's
me.
have some fun, man. Just rip it up.
I'm not planning on killing that monster right
Good.
there.
I hope so.
Woo!
All these ink masters have strengths and weaknesses. I absolutely think one of us can meet or beat them.
Check out my competition here. Oh, man. That's a Steve Tef tat.
It is. It was this or kittens. I was going either way.
Yeah, man. That's cool.
Me picking Steve is 100% tactical. Nobody else in this competition has the balls to step up and do a freehand tattoo. So I'm taking Steve on just so I can show off.
Badass piece, man.
Yeah, thanks, dude. Appreciate it, man.
Man, everybody's crushing it.
That's how it's been, dude. Only good tattoos going home.
Today, you had to tattoo in one of the styles called by the ink masters. If you were able to beat or match the ink master, you are safe from elimination. Creepy Jason, you tattooed in black and gray, surrealistic freehand called by Steve. Before we critique your work, let's check out Steve's tattoo.
Evil, bro.
You really nailed it when it comes to texture and depth and contrast and how you're building this deepness to everything that gets thrown back. The further you look back, the more depth it gets, and that's the cool part.
I love the little bridge of the nose and the subtlety that you made it look like it's almost broken underneath the skin.
I'm a fan of horror tattoos like this. I think it's badass.
All right, Creepy Jason, let's see how you did. I like there's a delicateness to it. I love how you threw the web in the back. I think you smashed this, dude.
Awesome.
There's a lot of little intricate stuff, like in the eyes and in the eye sockets.
Inside of the skull, you have all of the creepy, dirty, dingy web stuff. Then the body of the spider almost looks like it's that really thin exoskeleton sort of cocoon.
Judges, did Creepy Jason match the master?
Texture for texture, quality for quality. Creepy Jason definitely matched the master.
Creepy Jason, I do think you matched the master.
Jason matched the master.
Creepy Jason, you matched an ink master, and you are safe from elimination.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. That's a good job, Jason.
Today, your canvases are counting on you to fix one of the biggest mistakes of their lives. By covering up a constant source of shame, a hate tattoo.
We gotta cover up some hate tattoos? We just did foreheads. This is getting crazier and crazier.
From Confederate flags to swastikas, these controversial tattoos are permanent statements of strong beliefs.
Wow. Who agrees to tattoo this kind of symbol on somebody for the rest of their life? You have no moral values. What is your name? Where can I find you? And I will cover your face up with my boot.
What's going on? What's the story behind that?
I was just brainwashed when I was younger.
Yeah,
and when I got older and had kids, I realized, man, what the hell? I'm trying to do a 360.
Well, I'd love to help, man. That's
oh,
what
yeah,
I'm
I
here
appreciate
for.
that.
Right on.
Been trying to get rid about 20 years, man. When I first got a tattoo, I was like 13, 14 years old. And like an idiot joined the Aryan Brotherhood. That ain't cool. That's not where I want to be. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're red, black, brown, yellow, green, whatever. So how'd you get rid of the swastika?
I put a little chinger in the gravestone. We're burying the past, so this is perfect.
Can't wait for all the stress to come off my shoulders.
To be able to help this guy change his life is a complete honor.
Ain't nobody gonna beat this one.
Let them know how it's done.
Today, you had to show ingenuity by covering a hate tattoo. Anthony.
This is one of the most solid cover-ups of the day. Definitely nothing of that tattoo's coming through. Shows really good ingenuity, having to draw that tombstone just right. And you could use those details in the cracks to mask what areas you need to really get hidden.
You have so many nice details in the hair. You have really fine lines. You create this kind of ratty feeling, but it still shows perfect line work in there. This thing really shows strong today. You did a great job.
All right, judges, time to choose who had the best tattoo of the day.
Anthony's tattoo gets it.
I love the high definition of Anthony's tattoo, but it does look like a weird composite that's not realized.
Not for me. For me, everything about the tattoo, especially the cover-up area itself, is executed so well and so precise. I love James's tattoo, but he had some hiccups in the line work, and I really couldn't pick too much apart about Anthony's.
I need a final decision.
Anthony.
My vote's for James.
I'm gonna vote for Anthony.
The judges have decided that the best tattoo of the day goes to Anthony. This competition is about being the best in the room, and in order to win, you must first beat your opponents when they were at their best. For this final face-off, you must tattoo the same style and subject as one of your opponent's best tattoos from throughout the season.
Oh.
One by one, you will each decide which artist tattoo you'd like to go head-to-head with to prove you deserve a spot in the finale. Jake, you had the lowest ranking. You must tattoo Danny's black and gray witchy woman.
All right, cool. I suggest you put everything aside, clean it up, shake it off.
Everybody should be ready to go, full force on this one.
Ooh, I'm taking a creepy approach. I like it.
That's all I could really do besides do the exact same thing.
This is my second chance to prove myself. I have to do the best tattoo I've done this whole competition. Because if not, I'm going the home.
This looks nothing like this.
No, can't.
I feel like Danny's wish looks like somebody that gives out candy to children. My wish looks like somebody that would eat a child.
This is like a legit ugly.
Yeah, like a straight up eat your baby kind of witch.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming on this competition and people assuming that I only did one style, and I knew deep down that I could do other things because it came from my roots. The fact that I could turn something around from being at the bottom and get to the end, I feel like that really proves a lot and shows my versatility through this whole competition. I feel like with that, I definitely deserve to be Ink Master.
Today, you had one last chance to prove that you deserve a spot in the finale. Let's see how you did. Jake. You had to tattoo Danny's black and gray mystical witch.
I like your play on this head-to-head to be the enemy of Danny's tattoo. Your ability here to get softer tones in the face and softer tones in the skull, you really show some depth with that. The way you shade the nose and the wrinkles in the eyes, you really get that nose looming out and hanging over.
The piece is tough. You've definitely turned it on in the back of this competition.
Thank you.
Today, you must prove your adaptability by tattooing the undead.
What?
From oozing wounds and rotting skin to decomposing hair and nails, you must use adaptability to turn the living into the undead.
Be artistic. Do something to push the envelope. Go further. Work with your coaches, especially over there. That's the dead guy. Get some tricks from the dead guy.
Yes. This is our coach's specialty. Basically, all he does is dead. We're gonna kill this.
I'm standing right here. Like, I know exactly what it is.
Exactly, right?
Problem with these things, people get so crazy, they muddy them up.
I have the best coach for this challenge.
At home, I would cover this thing in blood. But here, I don't know if I would.
We have a huge advantage. You know, this is Steve's. This is what he's good at.
You be doing nothing but scary like me now. It's fun as
There's a big sacrifice to be here. Sacrificing time with my kids. They're my motivation. The way I feel right now, nothing is gonna distract me. Nothing that's gonna stop me from achieving my goal.
Today, you had to prove your adaptability tattooing the undead. Let's see how you did. Gary.
No doubt, this is an undead samurai.
Your strength here in this whole tattoo is lighting that face up.
Heavy blacks, open skin, it gets the point across really easy.
Thank you. Fame.
There's a lot of great technique in this thing. The deep inset cuts and cracks of the face look like a vampire getting hit by the sun and cracking and dying. Dynamic features, man. I think it's really smooth.
All right, guys, time to determine who had the best tattoo of the day. I'm going Fame.
Fame.
The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Fame.
Great, thanks a lot. Thank you.
The clash of the coaches face-off is happening right now. They've been tattooing for the last 5.5 hours, and one of them is going to earn $25,000 of their own.
Hey, Katie, what's DJ sawing on over there? Is he gonna let somebody win other than himself this time?
Yeah! Surprise, surprise, DJ, here you are yet again. What style did you get?
I got black and gray, and we went big, so.
Yes. Do you feel the pressure to get a three-peat?
Oh, I mean, it's, man, just for me to be here, I think it's pretty nutty.
It looks awesome. Keep it going. Yeah.
Man! Here they come. It's about time you guys came down here.
You ain't lying, man. I'm ready.
All right, as you know, the coaches had to tattoo either black and gray, surrealistic, new school, or neo-traditional. $25,000 is on the line, and we have no idea who tattooed what, because we are judging these tattoos blind. You guys ready? Send in the first canvas, please.
This is exciting.
I like this. All right, let's see the tattoo. Wow.
Man, this is a big tattoo. They played with a lot of contrast.
Killer drawing, man. Lots of tiny little detail and also a lot of dark black, but the whole image is very legible because of the contrast and a lot of open skin. Tattooed really smooth.
All right, thank you very much. Today, you must all tattoo the same subject.
Really?
A Grim Reaper. The personification of death exists in almost every culture. Depicted with a cloak, hood, and scythe for reaping souls, this image of death has been around since the 15th century.
Grim Reaper's a super classic tattoo design. If you can't tattoo a Grim Reaper this late in the game, you shouldn't be here.
Let's see what you got. My canvas wants his tattoo right on her back. Where are we putting it at?
Definitely above that.
And she has other tattoos there. You don't want to put anything up here?
I already have those 3 letters, like coming.
So I'm already screwed on composition. Bam, right out of the gate. I just want to place it in an area where it's going to look right on your body. So I really have to pull a badass tattoo out of my pocket. The stakes are so high right now, there's 5 of us left. So I'm gonna make this most badass Grim Reaper you ever did see. Brad, I don't ever get to do black and gray, so it's fun. Yeah, I like doing stuff like this. I'm bringing a lot of creativity to this design. I have the perfect contrast, the perfect composition. I'm gonna win.
Today, you all had to tattoo a Grim Reaper, and you're being judged on the skills picked by our guest judges: creativity, composition, and contrast. Jason, how did you land on this view?
She wanted something more creative, so I thought, well, let's just make it look like it just took somebody's soul and it's reveling in the power of that.
You took a big risk on the angle of that skull, but you really nailed the contrast with that soul escaping. It breaks it up really well. And then you have some really dense, dark areas that make it work with that soft shadow coming through. I think you did a great job.
Thank you so much.
I'm really impressed. It's a beautiful tattoo. It's telling a creative story. You thought about what the Grim Reaper was and reaping your soul, and you hit the nail on the head with the creativeness.
Judges, it's time to determine a winner. Who had the best tattoo of the day?
If I had to wear one of the 5 tattoos, I would choose to wear Jason's.
I only saw one that was the Grim Reaper, and that was Jason.
My top will be Jason also. I think that you really did capture a mood with that tattoo, and it did look sinister, evil. It had a whole feel about it that we were looking for.
Final decision.
Jason.
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 The winner of Best Tattoo of the Day is Jason.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
Congratulations, man. For this this elimination tattoo, we want you to terrify us with a horror tattoo.
I am ecstatic that this week we're doing horror images. It is 70% of the work I do. I'm gonna kill it.
Similar to books and films, horror is a broad style with one goal in mind, and that's to scare. The tattoos look real using texture to bring them to life.
Let me tell you the first issue I got with your piece. If you have a monster under the bed, the more time we spend on the bed and all that stuff, the less time we get to spend on the actual monster. Honestly think that what we should do is spend more time on getting the head done. Are you cool with that?
Yeah, I'm definitely.
Okay, awesome. I'd like to show you some of my work so you can kind of get an idea of what I got going on. What do you think about his eyes? No, yes?
No.
About mouth?
No.
My canvas definitely knows what he doesn't want. Eyes? And what he doesn't want is everything that I suggest. Everything I throw out, he's just not feeling.
No, I think he's more droopy.
It's a mind for me. I'm screwed.
I'm happy as a pig in I'm known for tattooing dead stuff, bloody, gory, demon-like. I mean, this is the best stuff I do. I'm really super happy about this.
Everything you do is a horror flick. Who here does horror? Point to Steve.
I think that horror could probably be portrayed in most styles. What do you think? We're gonna put this on you?
That's awesome.
You like it?
Yeah.
Anytime I get the opportunity to draw something in my style and do what I do, I'm gonna take it.
What are you doing with this guy?
Steve has the advantage in this challenge. This is what he does. That's his MO.
I hate you.
I hate you too.
My biggest threat is Jesse Smith. At what he does, he's one of the best in the world. He does one style incredibly well, but I'm really great at 4 to 5 different styles. And to become an ink master, you have to be versatile.
This week, we asked you to create a horror tattoo. We were testing texture. Steve.
I like the way you layer. You can see it in the undertones. You do a really dark area, almost a field of black, but then you still get this darker layer behind it where you really add the texture and you really make those little pits.
The real look of depth you get in the eye socket in the back of the mouth really make this thing stand out. We're looking for texture. This is texture.
Jesse.
Jesse, you did a great, crazy, texturized, color, depth tattoo.
Anytime I get an opportunity to use color, that's gonna work out to my advantage.
A lot of detail from top to bottom. There's not a section of this tattoo that I can pick out and say you should have spent more time there.
The colors really bounce off of each other. Everything just lights up nicely.
Thank you.
Jesse and Steve, you guys have the top 2 tattoos. The judges have decided that the best tattoo of the day goes to Steve.
Good job, bud.
Ready for this?
I'm ready for this. It should be you and I. No social media, no nothing. It's just mano a mano.
Hey, Sausage, when we went to the finale, Twitter decided you're a better tattooer than me.
The artist who you think deserves to be in the final 2 is Sausage.
Well, they're not here to save you this time. Hashtag your
I wouldn't want anybody else to take you out of this thing but me. Let's do some badass tattoos.
I'm dying to take out Maddie with this tattoo because he's had a chip on his shoulder ever since he showed up here. How you doing?
Hey, I'm Gage.
Gage, nice to meet you.
Nice
I'm
to meet
Sausage. I'm not just trying to win for myself. Why don't you have a seat? I'm trying to win so that he can go home with his tail between his legs, knowing that he did everything he could to try to take me out of the competition and couldn't.
My mouth is watering, and I only want to eat sausage.
Game on.
Holy this is the rematch of the century.
It's just gangster, dude.
I'm totally rooting for Matty in this one. He's in my alliance, and I'd just like to see Sausage get his. Matty clearly has the more dynamic drawing of the two, but Sausage finally looks focused today. He's a great technician. He actually could win this thing.
I'm a well-oiled machine. I am killing this tattoo.
6 textures I can count, 7 textures.
I'm gonna put so much texture in this thing that you're gonna be able to run your finger across the top and the zombie's gonna bite your finger off. Maddie, see you later. Bye-bye.
Sausage and Maddie, you tattooed color zombie faces head to head. Maddie, let's see how you did. Very strong move choosing the zombie heads for texture day.
I threw my gloves off and went bare knuckle with Sausage. Either me or him, we're gonna go out swinging.
I love the action, the motion that you captured with it. I really love the color theory in this thing. It really helps with the contrast. It really helps with the texture. The most dynamic part is the eye and that jaw just hanging open and just going haywire.
The rotting texture of the flesh, the really rotting texture in the mouth that you pull in the front, that whole Swiss cheese, webby, cool effect, I love all that stuff. What I like about this, man, is it just looks like a sticker, without a doubt. I think that your tattoo has a lot of punch.
Sausage.
Well, Sausage, I think you really made up for your lack of texture in the last tattoo in this one. My favorite parts about this tattoo is the depth you were able to capture, the deep inset of the mouth, the deep inset of the eyes. The texture coming in and out of the depth of these images really add to the effect.
There's some nice tricks. I like the blown out cataract looking eye. All the pits and the nasty little areas in the forehead are nice touches. You really do a nice job in the mouth and the tongue. Those little white dots give it that hint of life in the front, but really dark depth in the back. You guys are definitely a good match. You're two strong tattooers, and this is a great fight.
It is time to determine between Sausage and Maddie which artist will be packing their machines. Both these guys knock texture out of the park. I actually see more examples of texture in Sausage's tattoo, but I like Maddie's tattoo better.
Sausage did great on a lot of textures, but it kind of looks like his zombie is posing for his passport photo. Maddie's looks like it just got whacked off the shoulders of the baseball bat.
We have to vote on texture, obviously, but we also have to just go on best tattoo of the day. I see Sausage having more examples of texture, and I see Maddie delivering a more appealing tattoo.
It's glossy. One's muted down, the other one's just ramped up.
Sausage, I love the details you put in it, but I don't think you had a good exit strategy for the back of this tattoo. You didn't have a way to end it, and it's very guessworky on where each part of the hair finishes.
Who's going home?
My vote's for Sausage.
Chris.
Sausage.
My vote's for Sausage as well. The judges have decided, Sausage, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
I respect all your work. You're a great fighter, and I know you're a great tattooer.
Please pack your machines and close shop.